You know, I feel like I could make a pretty damn good Halo porn parody. You know, you could star characters like Tartar or Captain ASCII with, you know, Master Queef. It could all work out pretty damn well, honestly. I didn't even try with those puns. I just kind of made those up on the spot. They're pretty god-awful, I gotta be honest. So, favorite childhood game. Now, I'm almost answering the question right fucking now, because right now, here I am playing High Ground on goddamn Halo 3, one of my favorite pastimes ever. But I want to talk a little bit more about like all the kinds of favorite childhood games and the games you used to play, because someone asked me that question on the Q&A, and I wanted to kind of dive a little bit deeper into it. Not just, you know, one or two choices in game, but actually like really get down to the nitty gritty of all the kind of stuff I really enjoyed. Now, first off, I am curious to what your guys and gals' favorite games were as kids as well. Not just, I'm not just going to be talking about mine. I am curious, like if you want to go ahead and throw a comment out there or something like that about your favorite childhood game way back when. I'd love to hear about it. But first things first, I kind of have to define childhood game, because for me there are two kinds of childhood games, so to speak. You have actual childhood games like back when I was, you know, 6 to 10 years old, and then you have nostalgic games that I played when I was in high school and things like that. So it really depends on which one's which, because there were the games that I played way back when and I really enjoyed, and then there were also the games that I played, say, in high school that I just basically devolved my entire life to and started getting into online gaming and things like that. Now we're talking like old school childhood games, like way back in the day, like PlayStation 2, you know, Xbox original, way back in the day. Oh, hello. It would have to be Metroid Prime. That's the first thing that comes to mind, is Metroid Prime. That was a game that I was just so entranced by as a kid. I don't know why specifically I loved it so much, but just the fact that even with no multiplayer, I could just play through this campaign, this crazy adventure, honestly, as Samus, and just do all this kind of stuff. It was so cool, all the special upgrades you could get, all the different beams and missiles, and the exploration was just amazing. And back then, I didn't realize that made this game like actually really popular. Like, I loved it, but I didn't know that everyone else loved it too. I probably replayed through the Metroid Prime series, oh, God knows how many times. Like, I played the major actual campaigns of the games like probably 4 or 5 times each. Yes, 1, 2, and 3. And 3 actually was when I was a little bit older, because that's when the Wii came out and everything like that. And while I still definitely enjoyed it, it wasn't necessarily my like huge favorite cup of tea, just because, actually, I'll be perfectly honest, the reason I didn't like it as much as all the other ones was because you couldn't swap between the beams. The beams only, like, stayed stagnant. There were only buffs. There wasn't, like, an actual changing in beams. If we move past Metroid Prime, though, I'd probably go with, like, Kirby Air Ride as a kid. Way back when just Kirby Air Ride was such a blast to play. Me and my sister would play City Trial, Kirby Air Ride every single day for, like, hours on end, trying to get Dragoon and the Hydra, like, I don't know what they were called, like, stars or whatever, the rider things, you know what I'm talking about. Damn, I got some guy on my team who hasn't gotten a single kill. Shit. And you know, just because it's fitting, I also played a ton of Star Wars Battlefront, both 1 and 2, and Star Wars Republic Commando way back when. That's why I'm wearing this shirt right now. I don't know if you can see, but it's like a little Imperial propaganda shirt. I really like this shirt, but I loved those Star Wars games. I was a huge Star Wars fan as a kid. Star Wars Demolition on the PlayStation 1, Battlefront 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2, and then Republic Commando on the Xbox. It was just, that's a grenade. It was honestly just like a blast. I enjoyed it to such a crazy degree. I loved it so much. So soon after, once you got over like all those little kid bricky stuff, you know, like all the Metroid Primes, ooh, Team BRs on Ivory Tower. You know, Metroid Prime and Kirby Air Ride, all that kind of stuff. Then you moved on to like high school bricky. And high school bricky was all Halo, Call of Duty, and Borderlands. You see, I'm playing Halo because Halo, I mean, it's Halo 3 at the time, which is why I played Halo the first game around, but Halo 2, I guess, was kind of popular for me, but younger age bricky. How did I miss so many shots in this guy? Just die, please. Thank you. Halo 3 at the time was my shit. Halo 2 I played, but I only played with like a couple of friends at my house. Never did anything crazy with Halo 2, but Halo 3, oh my god, every single fucking day, all day, it was so much fun. I played so much Halo 3. got to general rank in the Halo 3 multiplayer, which is really fucking difficult. Halo 3 became like an after-school activity, you know? Every single time, come home, play like 3 matches of multiplayer or something like that. Then when all my friends got done with their homework or whatever it might have been, we all jump on to Forge and do some custom games and shit like that. It was absolutely it was just crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Custom games became so ridiculously popular because of Forge. Forge created custom games as a whole new entity, you know? Playing game modes like Ice Cream Man and Fat Kid over and over again every single day. It was so much fun. Now, Halo 3 came out for me like kind of early in 8th grade, so I had a lot of time to go ahead and play Halo 3. And it kind of went on over to freshman year of high school, so on and so forth. The big freshman year high school thing was actually MW2 though, because I played COD 4 in middle school. But then MW2 came out freshman year of high school, and that's all I did. It was MW2 every single night, like just using the Scar H with a silencer, my favorite weapon in that game, all the time, popping AC-130s, you know, attempting tactical nukes occasionally. Wow, that plasma pistol BR combo was really strong back then. I did not realize it was this powerful in Halo 2. Hell, I still play MW2. I literally bought an Xbox 360 just recently so I could play MW2 because I was 10th Prestige in MW2, but I wasn't max rank 10th Prestige. I was like level 30, so I decided to jump back onto the game and go ahead and play some more MW2 so I can get to max Prestige. Soon after MW2 though, that came Borderlands. And Borderlands was a game I honestly did not expect to enjoy. My friends told me about it. They said like, oh, this awesome new game called Borderlands, you should really give it a shot and everything like that, but I never actually understood the concept because it was like a gun looter, you know, a randomly generated gun looter, and that seemed like such a strange concept to me at the time. But soon it just became consistent nights of just farming up different like high level areas, getting a bunch of new weapons, creating new characters that we all leveled at the exact same time so that we had to like be the same level so it was fair through the entire time. And then eventually the Secret Armory of General Knox came out, one of my favorite DLCs of all time, and just blew everything away with the gun vault. We just consistently farm on General Knox to get that gun vault, and then Cromarax the Invincible came around, and Cromarax, oh my goodness. Before mods and before that kind of shit, Cromarax was such a terrifying, kind of like, I guess raid boss, what should we be calling him? He took like 3 hours to kill every time until we got like ridiculously powerful weapons. But he took forever to kill, and he had some really fucking annoying like mobs you had to fight along with him. But goddamn, was he a fun time. Oh god, no, stay away from me, please, no! Of course, that was just accentuated by Borderlands 2 and everything like that, and it just became such an amazingly fun time, consistently rolling with all my friends back in the day. These were just such good times back in high school. Halo, COD, Borderlands, just going at it all the time. It felt so nice, especially back in like really early 8th grade and like freshman year where I just didn't have a lot of homework I had to deal with or anything like that. And of course, young elementary school Bricky with Metroid and the rest. So what is like your go-to childhood game, like best feeling in both high school kind of times and like really young you? I am kind of curious to see like, you know, age demographic and things like that. So anyway, I have a little bit of a thing I gotta unbox right now, so let's go ahead and get that going. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is something very, very neat. Now, unfortunately, it is Labor Day weekend, and so actually my post office closed a little bit earlier than I'd like to, so I wasn't able to get all the different like P.O. Box stuff for the normal P.O. Box opening. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait until next week so to do all the P.O. Box stuff I missed this week. It's unfortunate, but I still starting to open up because as per usual, these Monday vlogs generally come with some kind of Loot Crate unboxing, and I thought what better video to do this on than this one. And I have here the Halo, I'm a little bit high up here, Legendary Crate. It's a special, I can never figure this out if it's bi-monthly or semi-monthly, but it's once every 2 months. But it has 343 and Microsoft licensed items in here, specifically for the Loot Crate stuff, and of course me being just a die-hard Halo fan, had to go ahead and get a shot, so I have it here. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it for you so I can share with the spoils, so let's go. So immediately starting off, there's like a little pamphlet in all these loot crates that kind of tell you what's inside everything and the whole history behind it, but just immediately there's already a code for a Halo 5 rec pack on the back that I am definitely going to go ahead and put through because I need some rec pack shit and I want to get some cool ass gear. So there's a free rec pack code to start off with, which is a good sign. I love how I have this little dirk now that I can just go ahead and use to cut things. I mean, it's meant for stabbing, but the sides are still sharp enough that I can just cut like little pieces of tape. So it starts off with this cool-ass little Warzone figurine diorama, so to speak. It's actually 3 pieces. You got the blue team guy, the red team guy, and of course the base. And as a Warhammer enthusiast, someone who loved painting Warhammer and things like that, the painting detail is actually really fucking good on these things. I don't know how well you can see it because of the camera angles, and the camera won't seem to focus in on them, but they have like glossy paints, so it has a reflective shine on the visor, and all the tiny nuances, like the little pieces of armor are just painted really damn well. And it's got nice material, it's very sturdy. I really like this. I'm actually gonna probably go hang it up right on the side of my dresser over in the corner. It looks really cool. Next up, we got something pretty damn unique actually that I haven't seen in many of the other loot crates. It's actually a full satchel. It's a UNSC license, you know, over-the-shoulder kind of satchel, little backpack thing. First things first, because it's the most important thing of any kind of satchel or backpack, is the pockets. So first off, you have the front pouch pockets, of course. And then you have the second opening pouch pocket on the front, of course. And then you have the smaller upwards pouch pocket, of course. Then, of course, you have the overarching pouch pocket, if I can get this thing going. There we go. Which actually has a Velcro strap. That's really good Velcro. There we go. That holds like a tablet or anything in there with a second pocket in this little area right here. And you have a little elastic holder tube thing with one of these little doohickey guys in the front. Oh, and it's got a little bit of a clip. Instead of just a regular strap, you can actually clip it on and off. So it's all one kind of thing. This is very cool. I might start carrying this whenever I go to some kind of gaming convention, because not only is it thematic and it looks cool, but it has a fuckload of pockets. And especially if you want to carry around like water bottles, something like that, or anything, because there's a tablet section, a phone section, everything like that. It really seems like both really functional and pretty damn awesome looking. So that's the satchel. Next we have a little bit of a carabiner plushie. One of this fucking guy. Little Master Chief thing. This actually looks really familiar. I can't quite tell where this came from. I don't know what specifically this little animation looking guy came from, but obviously it's a Master Chief carabiner, you know, got a little carabiner keychain on top. It just looks really funny and it makes me laugh. It's also squishy because that's really fucking important. It's squishy. Next, you have a UNSC eyes only top secret little envelope here. It's even got the little, like, you know, string wrapped around it. Alright, as a Halo fanboy, this is pretty fucking cool. So it starts off, and this is all confidential, so don't tell anyone, but it starts off with a letter from Spartan's Operations Chief of Staff saying that you have been inducted into the Spartan 4 training program, or at least, yes, inducted you as a Spartan 4 into the UNSC. And then after that, it's another one that from the Chief of Spartan Operations, and you're apparently part of Fire Team Apollo, and all the different missions and duties you have as Fire Team Apollo. And then the third one is a letter from Captain Lasky saying to welcome you aboard to the UNSC Infinity as your new station. You have a little like Thomas Lasky signature on the bottom too. It's got like the Infinity and the UNSC watermarks and everything like that. They look like legit documents. They actually put some time and effort into it. And the final thing though, and probably the coolest thing, is something that I have a real hard time trying to show you, but it's basically a little bit of a Spartan 4 augmentation x-ray that shows you all different things that happens when you become a Spartan. So it has like a little brain that shows like the neural interface controller, you know, data port down here on the bottom, organ implantation, neurological series, all that crazy shit in this kind of, I don't know what you would call this paper, but it makes this kind of sound. You know, that kind of paper. As a Halo fan, this is fucking cool. I like this a lot. It's well made, and it comes in the whole envelope and everything. It's a very well done fan service style like envelope. It's pretty damn cool. But don't tell anyone. It's confidential. And finally, of course, every loot crate comes with some kind of shirt. However, it appears that they have done a little bit more than that this time around. They have actually sent a hoodie. And the hoodie is a long sleeve, obvious winter hoodie. It's not too thick, it's kind of one of those thinner style hoodies. Has a little Spartan 4 program logo on the front. And on the left sleeve, it's hard for me to show you, give me a second. It says Fire Team Apollo on the left sleeve. And I think it also says it on the right sleeve as well. Okay, no, never mind, the right sleeve is blank. But the left sleeve has the Fire Team Apollo sign on it. It got the whole Spartan 4 program thing on the front. This is just, it's fucking cool, man. It feels, okay, now, I've been, every single time I open a loot crate, I tell you guys how cool the material is for the clothing feels. It's fucking soft, dude, alright? It feels really damn good. Oh, and I forgot one thing, actually. Let's not forget the pin. There's always a pin. The Fireteam Apollo pin right here. Obviously, it's like a golden pin for specifically the Fireteam Apollo. Ugh. It's fucking cool, dudes. I love it. I think this is the founder crate, actually, because this might be actually the first Halo crate, I think. Like, the first one that they actually do. I could be wrong on that one, but I think it might actually be the first one. But I am really pleased with this crate. It is only once every 2 months, so it's a little bit more rare and everything like that. But with the specific 343 licensed merchandise, and so much more, like, usable things, like the satchel is really well quality, the hoodie, just, I'm very, very pleased with this. So, anyway, that concludes this Loot Crate unboxing. I still have a gaming and an anime one I'm going to do throughout the month. I'm going to do another one next Monday and then another one the Monday after that, of course. But for now, that was the Halo Legendary Crate. It's either bi-monthly or semi-monthly. I can never remember which one it is. If you want to check it out or any of the other loot crates that there is, go ahead and use lootcrate.com/Bricky, which is in the description right there. You can use the promo code Bricky for 10% off as well. Works out for everybody, and it helps support me as a creator, so it's like perfect. Now, before I go, I do want to make one last statement. The person who sent the sword in the unboxing last week, I still don't know which one you are, but I looked it up. That sword is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. I was quite impressed when I saw its price tag. So, and the sword is really fucking nice, though. I mean, after fucking with it a little bit, playing with it, just doing some silly ass shit with it, it is quite the tool. I gotta be honest, it is really impressive. And so I wanted to reiterate my thank you for that, because I didn't really realize not only its like actual legitimacy, it's an actual fucking sword, but also the lengths and cost of it took to go ahead and send it to me. So I want to say another thank you for whoever sent that to me. It's very, very generous of you. Anyway, I'm Bricky Orchidate. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next video, I guess. Alright, bye.